acts of him. Now, just like Elizabeth, she's barren. But what makes her different is that she's young and she's barren. She's married to a man who's wealthy and who's rich. Hannah is. And her husband loved her so much that because of the absence of her not having children, he gave her that little portion. Because it says that the Lord closed her womb up. He made it so that she would not give birth. God has closed a lot of births up in the Bible, like in the times of David when David was dancing in the street butt naked almost. His wife, Saul's daughter, and her heart began to make, how wild is this man dancing naked for all of Israel like this, but he was praising the Lord. And God closed her womb up and said that she should be barren forever. Now, Penelope, her husband's other wife, mocked her each and every day, terrified her. That's constantly on her nerves. Hannah wanted a child, and she believed that God would give it to her. Now, from the looks of it, she is still in her childbearing years, unlike Elizabeth. She's still in childbearing years. She's still in childbearing years to give birth. Now she has faith in God. Have faith, and she's the only. Now she's the only one out of all these five women I want to talk about that propositions God. She says, "Lord, if you give me a son, I will give him back unto you, and I raise him shall not touch his head all the days of his life. That if you give me a seed in my son, in my bosom, in my womb, if you deliver me a child in my womb, that I will give that child back up to you. If you open up this door for me to get this job, I will give it back to you. If you give me the skills or open up doors that I can get this book out, or that I can get this job and this acting career, and that I can go to college, that Lord, I will give it back unto you, and I will not take nothing from it. Raise him will not touch his head." She's the only one whose prayer is recorded. She propositions God. A lot of people may say, "Well, that's wrong. Hannah shouldn't have done that. Trust me, we've done it all before. God, get me out of this one. Trust me. I will go to church next Sunday. Lord, if you help me. If you give me that one right there, I treat it right. I've done it multiple times in my life. And I renege on each and every day." Some of you right now are suffering ridicule by people. Your neighbors, your friends, your family, your co-workers. It feels like God is blessing them. You know, it says that Penelope had children. Penelope had children, but Hannah had none. And she would mock her and make fun of her. "Oh, you can't have her. I can have more kids than you." And you know how harsh women can be with words. And it's breaking it down. She says, Eli says, "Why are you drunk?" She says, "No, my Lord, I am a woman with a sorrowful spirit." Some of you are watching people around you be blessed, and you're saying, "Well, God, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? I didn't do nothing wrong. Why can I not have that? Why can I not be blessed like them? Why?" Let's take a page out of Sarah's handbook. She went to the altar. She didn't care what no one says. She walked up there and knelt before that altar and just prayed in her heart while her mouth moved. Eli called it, they thought she was a drunk. She didn't care. She said, "I'm not a drunk." God's ready to deliver something unto you. The time has not yet come. Yes, God purposely closed these doors. He purposely closed that, Elijah not to get that job, or allow that deal to fall through. He personally allowed that family member to mock you and ridicule you. He allowed all that to happen because he's going to bring something out of you so great that Sarah was given the first prophet named ever since Joshua. His name was Samuel. And Samuel went to anoint the first king of Israel, who was Saul. He also anointed one of the youngest kings to be kings of the land, who was David. But there are many more kings who came before after David who were also younger than David. But he was the first young king anointed. Samuel was the first and only person in the Bible whose spirit was waking up by satanic movement. Saul wanted to conjure up the spirit. He wanted a wish to conjure up Samuel's spirit. Some of you are young in age and young in your life, and you feel as though that God is not hearing you, that God has forgot all about you, and everybody's getting the blessing, ridicule. See, Hannah propositioned God. Many may say that's wrong to do, but it's only wrong when you don't follow through. See, Jesus says, "Let your nay be nay and your yea be yea." He said, if you have an oath, keep your oath. Do not break your oath. Be a man of your word. Hannah was a man of her word. By her keeping that deal, God blessed her. He delivered her a child specially, put it in her womb, that when she gave that child back a year later, after he was weaned, that God blessed her with 5 more children, 3 sons and 2 daughters. And every year she would go see Samuel. I know it probably was hard for her to keep up with the deal, but she said, hey, if God has blessed you with this child, what makes you think that he won't bless you with many more? Hannah's mindset is great. Her vision of God is great. She propositioned him. Some of you, God is closing the doors for reasons unexplainable. But it says that although the Lord had closed her womb, God closed her womb for a purpose, for a reason. Here's Hannah, I want to let you know something. That I close your womb up because I'm about to open it up and bring forth the first prophet, and he will be a great man in front of me. At a young age, in chapter 3 of Samuel, God calls him. You're the next prophet. It's you. Don't give up. Keep pushing on. Don't worry about people mocking you. Don't worry about people tormenting you. Don't worry about everybody else getting blessed. Because God says you're up next. You're up next. You're up next. We go to Genesis chapter 18. And we meet a woman named Sarah, who we talked about earlier. Genesis 18, verse 9. 18 verse 9, I'm sorry, I got lost. 18 verse 9. And it says, when they said to him, where is Sarah your wife? Let's go, okay. When they said to him, where is Sarah your wife? So he said, here in the tent. And he said, I will certainly return to you according to the time of life. And behold, Sarah your wife shall have a son. Sarah was listening in the tent door which was behind him. Now Abraham and Sarah were old, well advanced in age, and Sarah had passed the age of childbearing. Therefore Sarah laughed within herself, saying, after I have grown old, should I have pleasure, my Lord, being old also? And the Lord said to Abraham, why does Sarah laugh, saying, surely